Welcome, Libra. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for July the 18th through to the 24th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you for all of the loving, positive, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. I truly send it right back to you. Unlimited happy and success for your path forward. Absolutely. Now, I started my day incredibly early today, and I got in like a full day by like noon or something crazy, and I was exhausted. So I lay down for a little cat nap, and it turned out to be more of a sleep than a nap. Apparently my body agreed that I put in a full day too, and I woke up extremely late. But, so the readings are a little late, and I do apologize for that. But I had a dream of doing the readings, and it was a different layout, and so when I woke up I thought, well, let's give it a try and see how it goes. So I'd love to hear what you think of it, and we'll take it from there. Let's see what the energy has to say for you this week. So we start with the Eight of Wands. Opportunities coming in from every angle. How exciting is that? Now, with the opportunities coming in, the one thing that I always worry about is I see her looking so far in the distant future, she's not even noticing these wands coming in, representing opportunities. This could be new opportunities, new love, new windows of opportunity for career success, money, respect, vitality, health. If we are focused too much on the end result, we kind of get fixed on the way things are supposed to progress, the opportunities that are supposed to appear to us, the way things are supposed to roll out. And so we miss opportunities. And this could very well happen in your week if you are looking too much at the end result and not allowing those opportunities that do come in, to think about them. Don't just dismiss something because it doesn't immediately fit in with your plan. To look at all the angles of what does this opportunity mean to me, because it might be a diamond in the rough. So pay attention to the now. Stay in the now as much as you can. Don't try and get too future focused here, because I think that you could miss an opportunity quite easily. Now, I'm a firm believer that opportunities just don't knock once at our door. They do come around. They may not look the same, but they are the same opportunity in reality. And so we'll always have a second chance, but wouldn't it be great to tap into that energy, that opportunity the first time around? So try and stay in the now. Try and be open to change. Try and be open to new opportunities coming in that really don't look like they might vibe with your current situation or where you want to go going forward. But stay open to everything that is offered to you this week. I think you will be amazed at something that shows up. We have the King of Swords, so you are filled with passion. You're definitely filled with passion. There is an energy about you, a focus about you of going forward, wanting to go forward, determined to go forward. Nothing is going to pull you off your path this week. Unfortunately, with this card, we can get a little bit too passionate, too into our goals, our dreams, and we kind of forget that everybody else is left in the sidelines or left behind us in the dust. And so this is when we ruffle feathers. This is when we step on toes. This is when we potentially can burn bridges in our relationships because we are not communicating what we are doing and why we are doing it. All they see is somebody who is into themselves, and they don't really care about anybody else or anything else as long as if it doesn't serve their purpose. And you're not like that. So you don't want to get them starting to think that, oh, I guess I don't matter anymore now that they're doing that, because they do matter. So you need to just be conscious that you are expressing your love, your gratitude, the support that you want to give them going forward, that they matter, but this is where you're at and this is what you're going for, and it needs your focus, it needs your attention. And you are filled with passion here, absolutely filled with passion, direction. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is not a bad card, so stop the gasping over there. The sun is breaking through the clouds here. The 10 represents the end of a path, so an end to hard times, struggles, chaos, sorrow, tears. Yeah, we had to walk a path, and yes, there were lessons that were hard to walk through, but we made it. Look at, we're pushing ourselves back up here. And those swords are not in your back. If there were, there'd be a pool of blood in front of you. But there is no pool of blood. Those swords are behind you. They are your shield of strength. They are your wisdom that you are going to rely on to walk your path with assurity going forward. So that card really is brighter days are coming. Get ready for them. We have the Six of Swords. There you go. You're going forward. Now, we know going forward is going to be a lot of work. Some of you may be traveling with this card. This is a travel card. We'll see if any other travel cards come up. So a couple of you, it could mean travel, going to new destinations, moving house. Absolutely. But for the majority of you, since it's a general reading, I think it's going towards our destination. It's going towards our goals, our dreams, our desires, what we want to manifest. We know it's going to take hard work. Now look at those swords. They're at the front of the boat now, protecting us, our wisdom. So tap into your wisdom, tap into your intuition on this path, because it's going to matter. We also know it's going to be hard work. We do not get a motor for this boat. We don't even get an oar. We don't get a paddle. We get a stick. And I don't know if you've ever tried to maneuver a boat with a stick. I have. It's not fun. I would prefer the paddle or the oar if I can't have the motor. In fact, I prefer the paddle or the oar. But I'll let somebody else, and probably, you know, because I'm too terrified that I might hit a log or something in the water and kill my engine, and then I'll have to row. But it's more peaceful and quiet and serene when you're rowing or when you're paddling through a creek or a river. And so maybe it is grounding yourself a little. Since that came into mind, that never comes into mind when I'm holding this card, and for some reason I had to share that. So I'm thinking that it is the quieter approach, the more serene approach. It may be hard work. We get a stick here, but it may be that we need to just ground ourselves, maybe not, you know, be more in control of this passion, this focus. So it's not overpowering. So we're not running over people in order to get what we want, but rather focusing on being grounded and knowing that every step is a step forward. We have the Knight of Swords. Well, we are filled with passion. Gosh, it's going to be hard to contain it. So maybe that's why I had to tell you that, to keep yourself in check, to keep yourself grounded, because this is strength. This is like you have been going through the forest on that horse, and if you've ever been in the forest on a horse, you know you have to take it slow, especially if there's not true pathways, because there's logs falling down, trees falling down, there's rocks in the way. You have to meander, you might hit a dead end, you might have to turn around, try a different approach. But here you're hitting the meadow, and so now you can gallop. Now you can break out into a full run, and you hold that sword high and you yell charge. There is no room for failure here. Failure is not even in your vocabulary. It is success. It is championing a cause. I hope that cause is you. Seven of Wands, making the declaration. Making a declaration on where you are going, what you are doing, what you want to accomplish, what your dreams are. Now, you really are turning around to a group of people here, and you are saying, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go, this is who I want to become. Do you have my back? Do you love me? Will you support me? Will you help me? Now, it really doesn't matter what their answer is, you're still going to go forward. But it's like you want to take the people you love with you. You want them to be your cheerleaders. You want them to be your pillar of support. You want to let them know that they matter. But you're going forward regardless. You're going on this path. And you are expressing it to people. And you are hoping that when you turn around next time, they're all behind you still. Excuse me. We have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is loving you, loving your inner child, allowing your inner child out, first and foremost. This could be your past coming back into play. Now, with this card, it could be an old lover knocking on your door at 3 in the morning that you haven't seen in 10 years. Very well could be. Most times, though, it is your mind taking you back to a place, a time, a period of your life where you met a challenge, that you had to walk a certain path. And it's for you to review your choices that you made at that time, your decisions that you made, the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm sure you made good decisions. I'm sure you made bad decisions. I'm sure there's things that you would never change if you had to do it over again. And I'm sure there's things that you would definitely change if you had to do it over again. That's your wisdom. The things that you would do differently. Because when you went through it the first time, that wasn't an option. Now you attach the wisdom to it. Because somewhere in your immediate future, maybe it's a month down the road, but it is your immediate future, you're going to have to lean on that wisdom, on that choice making, on that decision making, to make the right decision going forward this time so you can go forward with the strength. So pay attention to what pops into your mind from yesterday. Maybe you pass somebody in the street and they take you back to a period of time in your life. We have the Ace of Swords. New directions, new paths, new plans being implemented here. Okay, it's not just the thought of new plans. This is implementation of the plan. This is the aha moments. This is the epiphanies. And 9 out of 10 times you're using this sword and drawing a line in the sand and saying, I will have no more of this in my life. I will compromise here, and I want that. As we go into the weekend, we have the Ace of Wands. So we're starting to get the aces here going. So new paths, new directions. As the weekend approaches, so do your ways of going forward. You are implementing a plan. In the last one here, you are thinking about how to bring everything into balance or keep everything into balance, stepping into a new path. Maybe you've just stepped into this new path and it really seems like the world is upside down to you. So you are thinking about how to instill the balance that is needed in order to feel secure in your plan going forward. So meditation and prayer, being alone with your thoughts, give it the time, give it the energy. It will come into you. You will understand the way to go forward. Absolutely. You will understand how to bring the balance in, how to have the balance in play. We have the Fool. Oh, wow. New paths. Talk about new paths. Fool is a little bit of risk-taking. I'll be honest with you here. Usually the risk is more than likely a fear that you already have inside of you, and that's what holds you back. Okay? Two people can be standing at the top of the monkey bars, and one person jumps down, the other person is not jumping down, because the other person has the fear that they're going to hurt themselves if they jump down. Now, maybe the first guy jumping down says, hey, wait a minute, he didn't hurt himself. Well, if I think about it, and I jump, and I land on both my feet, and I give my knees a little bit of a bend so that there's a little bit of cushion there, and I'm not too rigid, maybe I won't hurt myself. Maybe I need to change that rule about myself. So it is rewriting the rules in your life. It is stepping out of old paradigms. It is facing what you fear the most and pushing past it, releasing it. Maybe it's forgiving yourself for something. But this is a new path, and there's a little bit of risk involved. A little bit of unknowing. A lot bit of unknowing, really, if I was going to be truthful with you. You don't see how this path transforms. You don't see how this path grows. You don't see the end result. So do you dare to jump? And what's holding you back from jumping? And is it the truth, or is it something that we have made up in our mind and we need to rewrite the rule? Page of Swords. No, this is about letting your inner child out. You know, usually I get her as the knee-jerk of the deck, but this week I'm getting with her that we need to laugh. We need to find joy. We need to celebrate who we are. We need to give in to our passions, our dreams, the things that make us giggle. You know, there's a little boy or a little girl inside of you that used to love dancing in the rain and laughing out loud and holding your mouth open and catching the raindrops, or at least trying to, with your tongue stuck right out. And finding a joy and a pleasure in that. And then life beats us up. And we forget about those simple pleasures in life, the things that brought us joy. So what brings you joy, happiness, passion in your life? Especially this weekend. Go out in search of it. Absolutely. For career, finances, oh, look at this, the sun. Oh, you are on the right track. I don't know if you are, but you're on the right track. That light is not coming from the sky, it's coming from you. It is your vibration, it is your light. Magnet, you are a magnet for good opportunities to come your way when it comes to finances, when it comes to job opportunities, when it comes to professional recognition, stature in the community, respect given to you. Could just mean that you are stepping in the right direction. It could mean that everything is just going to get better. For love relationships, we have the Queen of Cups. Well, you couldn't have a better card than this. First of all, love yourself, okay? The relationship you have with yourself directly affects every relationship that you have with everybody else in the world. So you need to love you before you can expect anybody else to love you. This is about being the humanitarian. This is about doing good deeds. If you are looking for a relationship, I would think charitable work, going out in the community, being of service, being a friend. If you are in a relationship, well, know that you matter. There might be a part of the relationship where you really need to stand your ground and say, you know what, you can't talk to me like that anymore. You can't treat me like that anymore. You can't do that and expect me to do this. Or you think you can do that, so you know what, I need to do this. And you need to give me the time and the space to do it, and the independence to go forward and greet my passions on the outside world so I can be a better lover, a better partner in this relationship. It's about being true to you. Definitely being about true to yourself, to your own beauty, to your worth. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.